What's up, everyone? Good morning. It's early here, and I got my coffee by my side, so today is going to be a good day. If you can start off with some good coffee, you're off to a good start. Fun fact, by the way, before I get started, if you guys want to make a really good cup of coffee, there's a trick to it. Actually, there's a couple of tricks, but let me share a modification you can do, not to the actual boiling process, because you can do things like that with pour overs. But you can actually, everyone knows the cinnamon thing for the most part. You can put some cinnamon in your grounds and it might add a little bit more flavor. One thing I found really nice, especially for a more holiday kind of winter mix, is a ginger. Using sliced up ginger, super tasty. You can add that in the grounds as you pour over, or you can actually have a chunk and put it in your coffee itself. Just something to pass on. Pretty tasty. But today, I was thinking this weekend, I was talking to the man, the myth, the legend, Bill Miller, and he was like, "Hey, Max, I saw you're doing this athlete thing. What are you tracking, by the way?" And I was like, well, that's a good question. I probably should do some tracking. I've been so locked in on the training portion that I should have some sort of standardized testing. You might ask, Max, why do standardized testing? Well, I want to see if certain areas are improving, right? I have goals beyond just trying to dunk a basketball, but there are other factors that go into it. So if you think about jumping really high, it's like, well, jumping high is one thing. That's like the pinnacle of where I want to be. But then maybe max strength plays a role, or reactive strength plays a role, or rate of force development plays a role. So all those things factor into jumping high. And so going forward, I'm going to try and test every Monday. That's the hopes. At least every week. Certain tests. And I haven't really outlined them all yet. I might make some changes here and there. But what I'm thinking about in my head is I'm going to do a max strength one, but that'd be a max velocity at a probably 85% load. And I'll probably end up doing a front squat variation for that, I think. And then I want to do one where I'm from pens, so a pen squat and a little bit above parallel, and that's going to be for max velocity. And I'll end up banding that, I think, so the bar doesn't shoot off my back. That'll be a lighter load. And I'm looking at quote-unquote rate of force development because I have a standardized height and it's a moderately low load. I know if I can move that load faster, again, the bands are just making sure I don't launch it off my back. I know my ability to increase force production and acceleration off a moderately low load is going to be good. Rate of development of force is faster. But I don't want to use a heavy load because I have some feelings about heavy load. If it's heavy enough, I'm just going to end up I'll produce a lot more force, but it's against a heavy load. I'm having trouble putting the words, but basically if it's a heavy load and I'm pressing into it and I have it on pins and I have to get it up to a certain height, I don't know how much rate of force development will be there or be able to be assessed because it's requiring so much force to just get the bar moving in the first place. And if it's like 400 pounds and I can produce 400 pounds of force to just get the bar moving, well, I'm actually only measuring my ability to produce 400 pounds and above as I'm measuring the speed because the speed only starts once the bar starts moving. But if I use a lighter weight, like 135 pounds, then I'm getting all the force production from 135 pounds and above. So maybe I'll even use a lighter bar, saying that out loud. Maybe I'll use like 95 pounds. But I want to use a light bar because I want that initial rate of force development. Because you think about it, like Super Trainer, these books talk about how the lighter the load is, the more dependent it is on rate of force development qualities. So the speed at which you move a really light load is going to be dependent on that. So maybe I should just use even a lighter load. Like I said, 95 pounds. Talking through it with you guys right here, right now. So I'll do some of that testing. And then I might do some RSI stuff. Maybe not. Part of the issue is my ceiling. My ceiling's not very high. I'll smack my head on it. So I'll think about that. Maybe some ankle work I'll do. But those are the two main ones. I want to get extensors, knee extensor, max strength, and then I'll do that with like an 85%, just a traditional movement. Then I want to get rate of force development, and then maybe I'll mess with some other stuff, but we'll check it out as we kind of go forward. But I just want to fill you in on some of the testing I'll be doing. Then we're going to go film the testing, and I'll put that up. I don't know if this will be a separate video or not, but I'll put that together so you can check it out and walk through what I found and walk through some of the meaning of what I think it might mean. And, well, how I can use that going forward to help guide the training process. Again, so we test. I'm not going to do like a full force velocity profile, but we'll test, we'll assess, we'll kind of determine, look at some insights. And then from there we go, well, if I continue to improve this area. Maybe my max strength isn't getting better, but my rate of force development is getting better, so on and so forth. But I just wanted to share that with you all today. As we get rolling, I'm going to film that here in a minute, get my workout in. I'll get some clips up with that, and then we'll walk through with the whole evaluation. So I appreciate you guys listening. As always, take care, and like, subscribe, share, follow as we begin this process of trying to become the best athlete I possibly can. All right, let's try and see what I can actually do. Take my mad scientist approach here and see if we can really make some progress. So excited to have you all on board. And